again today. I remain Ode Patrick. Today I want to show you something different, not actually from the laptop this time around. I want to show you a simple design you can actually achieve using your phone with the assistance of an app. I really want to discourage this act of having phone for only phone calls, chatting, snapping, and all of that. It's a normal African tradition. But I want to let you know that there are other things you can actually use your phone to achieve. And I beg that you stay tuned and turn off the notification button on our YouTube channel to get more of it. We're going to be teaching you a lot of stuff, how you can make motion graphics with your phone, how you can actually create designs with your phones, how you can create a lot of stuff, your CV and so on and so forth. So I beg you stay tuned with us to get more update on this. But for today, I'm just going to show you how you achieve a simple design, probably a birthday design or just a garnish design. Now I'm going to use this app. First and foremost, you need to fill in your name, what the name you want to start with. So for this, I would say happy um, happy birthday. I'll call it happy birthday. Or let's start with happy. Now we create. It brings us to this. Now this app gives you the opportunity to be able to zoom design the way you want it to be. Um, so you have this. Now you can see that there is actually a background there, a 3D shadow background, which you can actually remove by turning off this. Now when you turn off this stays on its own. But you can actually change the font style. There are different font style you have there, which I'm going to be using this. Uh, let's have this first. Okay. Now let's quickly work on the background. Let's see. You can use any of this to change the color of your text. But before we do that, let's work on the background. Now, this app actually has beautiful backgrounds that you are to make use of. You know, there are actually many backgrounds that you can make use of. So I'm just going to pick one and then we proceed. Now, let me pick this. Now, this, of course, is having a red background. So quickly, I'm going to change my text color to white and I'll increase the bit. Now this design here actually is going to exist without pictures. Now if you want to add pictures, we're going to do that in another video tutorial, but I just want to be quick about this so it doesn't take most of your time. So we have happy there, and I'm going to add birthday to it. I'm going to add birthday to it. So we have capital letter to small letter. I've changed the capital letter to small letter. So remember, this is just a little design to probably cheer up your loved ones or probably your lover or something. So now I'm going to add something to this. Now you see where we have the love sign. Now if it is for two lovers, I'm going to drop this here. Okay, I'm going to drop this here. Then I'm going to pick lines. Pick the lines. We have many designs there that you can actually pick anyone. So I'm going to pick this. Or let's say, okay, that interrupted the other one, so I'm going to drop that. Now why that happened was because I did not deselect the other one. So whenever you're going to do that, you need to deselect. By deselecting, you click on the empty space, so make sure you're not touching anything so that it doesn't replace it. So I'm going to have this here. So we have happy birthday. Now I'm going to add something to it, probably let's say happy birthday. uh, it depends on the name you're actually calling your love. Like for me, I call mine God sent. So I'm gonna have God sent. Oh, sorry for that. I'm gonna have God sent being the name I call my love. So I'm gonna have it there. Now I'll bring it down here. Okay. Always make sure you tab. Now for this, since this is interrupting it, I'm going to push this up first. Uh, Having it there, then I'm going to bring this somewhere here. Okay, now I'm gonna bring it somewhere here and probably uh, adjust it. Now let's see if we can adjust the size. I'm going to take that up and try to see how possible best I can adjust this. So we have this. Now, in order to decorate the design, I'm going to remove this and add something different. Just a little thing, starting with dots and then ending with dots. The name still remain Godsend. I'm gonna end it with this. I added 4 dots there, so I'm gonna add 4 dots here. Now I will put it on OK. Now there are other ways you can actually do that to give you a decorative design, which you can probably make the other ones one color. By that I mean, though it's going to take us much time to achieve. Now if you check, you see that there was space before they got sent. So I'll quickly go back and make a correction on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and no space. So I would type my got sent and space back 1, 2, 3, 4. Add it and then bring it down to where it's supposed to be. That represents her name. Now quickly I'm going to change the text color of her name. Okay, I'm going to change the text color of her name. So I'm going to look for something that interacts with the background. Now of course design is always very important, that you have colors that actually befit what you're doing. Now looking at this, yellow can go, uh, red can't really go because we already have a red background, except you're going to put red and then you're going to drop something like shadow around it, which is not what we're going to do today. So I'm just going to pick something simple and then we pull up. Now okay, so I'm going to use this color. Now I'll bring back my design and make sure it is straight. You can actually use your 2 fingers in zooming. Now I have this here and the other one. I'll first of all pick this to demarcate this. Now if it is too close, I'll have to bring this down a bit. Okay, and then I have this here and I bring back the love in place. You can actually zoom the love for it to be this way. Now for the boat to show, you see it's a little bit zigzag, so you need 2 of your hands to create a rotation on it, okay, to make sure it's stable. So we have this. Okay, now we can actually readjust for it to stable, and then we have it somewhere here. All right, now for this we are actually done with this part of it. Now once you're done with what you're doing, you simply tap your save. But for me to add other patterns, I would probably go to the line act, and I would still add one of it. Again, mind you, always deselect whenever you want to add that. So I'm going to add this to cover up, giving an inscription of where her name actually is. So we have this here. Now quickly, I'm going to add feather as representing the writer. So let's see, I'm gonna add this. Okay, now if you don't like this, you can actually change it. So I'm gonna make it white, or the color, whatever color it is you want to add, you can always add. So I'm gonna have this here, somewhere here, and once that is done, you can reduce it a bit, as the case may be. Theta always represents writing. Okay, uh, in those days you use feather to represent writing. So I'm going to make it this color to make the reader understand where it is coming from. I'm going to add uh, our name, E-Media, and I'll quickly save it, then bring it down. Now this time around, this is interrupting, so I'm pulling up. Now okay, this is interrupting as well. I can pull it up till I get my arrangement all set. I'll put it one way so that it doesn't interrupt what I'm doing. Now mind you, on font I will change the font to something easygoing, something like this. Okay, so I'm bringing back this. here to represent uh, person that actually wrote or made the design. So I'm going to reset back my work because I'm done with the placement of the OD, the E-media. I'm done with the placement of E-media. So I have this, bring it in. I have this, bring it in. Now, any of this you can actually avoid using. Later on, you can bring them back and place it where you want. So I have this here. Now I'm going to add my feather. I'm going to go back and add my feather. So I'm going back to my free zone where I have this. So I'm going to add a little feather, which is this. Uh, Up to another platform. I'm pulling it to another platform, and this time around, I'm going to add something a bit to it, and this is what I'm going to add to it. I'm going to add motions to it, and then you have something like this. You can actually change motions if you want. You can make it smoky. You can actually make it in any choice that you want. But since this is something that concerns love, we can actually, give it a better design. Let's say this is okay. This is also okay. I think the shining one is actually okay. She will love that. Okay, so you can actually add other things like music and the rest of them if you're using an account that is already hosted. Now, of course, it's her birthday, so I'm going to add something a little bit to it. So I'm going to add this. So it's going to pull up and up to her name. So we're going to do it this way. Let's do it this way. Let it pull from her name up to the birthday. So that is that. Now, I would like to stop here. In our next video, I'll be showing you other things on how to actually achieve other designs. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to turn up the notification button. Now, if you are interested to know the app and how to make use of it, you can drop your questions on the comment section. I will be very glad to answer your questions. So I'm going to export this, uh, export it, and as you can see, it is exporting. Thank you very much for watching, and God bless you all.